Hello, everyone. It's Nicole and Dave in your
I made it
ear.
back.
Yes, I know. I was like, you had a real job. Like, what's that like? Tell us about it.
Well, I don't know if when you're talking football, NFL draft, I don't know if it still doesn't sound serious, right? When you're talking about what teams guys are going to out of college. I mean, yeah, it's a real job, but it's one of those like, what are we doing here? You don't have the answer to anything. You're just giving opinions.
Yeah, well, you get paid to do what you love. You can't beat that. I'm pretty
No,
jealous
that's the
of
best.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So speaking of getting paid to do stuff, I did an ad for a beauty product online, and I will tell you, it was just really disheartening to see how many women were like bashing me. And you know, here's the thing is like, I'm so far past that. It doesn't hurt my
Yeah.
feelings. I look at them and I see a hurt person. Right. And if you look at their pictures, you're like, okay, they are, and I'm not bashing, I don't want to do any bashing back, but it's clear that they're not really happy people. And,
Yeah.
I just feel so bad that there are so many women my age and older than me walking around without like getting help, without ever enjoying life like for what it is. And like, I, I don't know. To me, that was so sad. I felt really sad for them.
Have you gone through anything like that, like before? Like, what I mean is, when you were on, whatever Baywatch, what did you ever get like people go finding a negative in what you were doing? You know what I mean? Like I always say, you don't mess with other people's money. And so when you're sitting there and you're promoting a product, or you're an actor, or you're in a bathing suit, for you to say, criticize what I'm doing, stuff that you weren't asked to do, it just sounds ridiculous to me. I don't understand.
I don't understand it either. And I just don't understand having the time or the thought to get on my computer and write nasty things to people. But
Yeah.
I guess because I've healed, like I'm healed, mostly.
Yeah.
I'm in a place where like I just see everything is so beautiful, and like I'm so appreciative of everything, and just really trying to see the beauty in life, because why waste this time being so angry and sad and hurt and insecure and fearful. So I just don't get it, but there's so many people that don't recognize that in themselves. Like, what am I doing? Why did I just leave 16 comments on a woman's page, telling her how ugly she is? Like, I don't know. I find that just wild and sad. I
It's
don't
an
know.
interesting way to approach life. I mean, you don't get time back. I mean, that's how you're going to spend your time, is very strange to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a maturity level, or the age that you and I are at this stage. I don't know if I was in my 20s or 30s, would I have found more time to give my opinion more? I think it's Keanu Reeves that has that quote that's saying, you know what, I'm done arguing with people. When people tell me four times two is 13, I just go, okay. I just let it go. No matter what it is, I just let it go.
Yeah.
And it's one of those. I think you mature, and as you said, time is precious, and if you're just going to spend your time being hateful, it's not, to me, a positive way to live your life. And obviously, when they attack you and they're spending the time to attack you, that's garbage.
It's just no fun to live like that.
No.
Life can be fun if you can find, a healing. If like you can heal yourself, you can really have a good time. Like, I don't know, I have a good time in life. I'm like happy, and we do amazing things. Speaking of, I just did I was really out of my comfort zone, but I walked in a little fashion show for, it's called Cup Couture, and it's a Mission Plasticos, the foundation that I'm on the board of trustees for. And one of the head doctors there, Dr. Karen Leong, does this fundraiser, and different artists make an outfit, and then, survivors and other people walk in it. And it's such a good vibe, and so many people there having such a good time and giving, and it pays for women to have reconstructive surgery for free. So it's just
Wow.
such a, like, yeah, it's just so it's great. It's great when you can have a good time. A good time collides with doing something really positive and raising money, and there's nothing beats that.
No, there's nothing to me. There's nothing better than helping other people at least either alleviate some of their pain or at the same time giving them a great experience. It sounds like you're doing both.
Yeah. Yes, it's really great. And there's like another one coming up where they're gonna do it's like nipple reconstruction and tattooing. So I get to go watch that. I was actually offered to go watch some of the women get their reconstruction done in the operating room. I said,
Oh my
absolutely
gosh.
not. No, hard pass. Thank you.
I
Thank
was
you for
about to say,
offering that.
I thought you were going to say
No.
I was in. I can't wait to see it. And I was like, no way. I'd be sitting that one out.
Hell to no, 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 no. I think I would pass out. Like I would turn into the patient.
Yeah.
Or I'd be vomiting. I don't know. I couldn't. I would. My eyes would be covered. I couldn't do it. But the nipple reconstruction, I'm super excited to see how they do that because that's fun. I don't know. Boobs are fun. Boobs can be so fun. Yeah, but some of it's amazing. Like it is so amazing. It's such an art. Yeah. So good stuff. And I'm leaving. I'm going to take some time off. I'm going to Mammoth.
Nice.
They just dumped snow there and now the sun is out. So we're going to go for some spring snowboarding, play a little hooky from school. I looked at the calendar and had 2 days no sports. And I was like, am I seeing this right? So we're going to make it a 4-day weekend and go ride the slopes.
I love it. There you go. Is your daughter fearful at all because of the injury that she suffered last year doing anything with her legs like this?
No, she's crazier than ever. No, she's nope. Not at all.
Good.
Which is
Good.
amazing because that could go
Yes.
either way. At first, I think she was, but then when she like started doing it again, I think she feels good. They did a great job fixing her up, and the physical therapy helped tremendously. And so, nope, she's stronger than ever.
Fantastic. Good news. All right, good. I hope you have a great time. You guys, you deserve it for sure. All right, I got to ask you about your tie. As I noticed right now, you just leaned back and I could see you're wearing a tie. How long did it take you to learn how to tie a tie?
No, not long at all. Like 2 seconds.
2 seconds. What did you do? Did you YouTube it? What did you do?
No, I mean, I've grown up knowing how to tie a tie.
Did you really? You knew how to tie a tie?
Huh?
You know how many guys don't know how to tie ties? Seriously.
Listen, you're not going to surprise me.
Yeah. You know how many times people will say to me, young guys especially, hey, can you tie this tie for me? And then I'll put it on my neck. And I can't do it on them. I got to put it around my head, do it, and then I'll slide it off and put it on their head, and then they just tighten it up. But I'm telling you, I think it's 50% of my friends or kids that I know do not know how to tie a tie.
It's not hard.
Yeah. No,
It's
I'm
really
looking at
not hard.
yours. You did a really good job. You did a really
Thanks.
good job.
And it's like a
There you go.
scarf. It's actually like a silk scarf. It's not an actual tie. It's a little
Yeah.
Hermes scarf. But yeah, I love ties. I love them. So I wear them a lot, and I think they're great. No, that's so easy. It's really just wrap it
Well,
around.
everything's easy when you know how to do it. Yeah, but there's so many guys who are like, I've never had to dress up for a real job interview. I've never had to do this. I've never been asked to wear a tie, and then their dad's not around or someone that they trust to show them. So next thing you know, I'm just like, just give it to me. I'll do it. And then you see videos of guys who would do it on their arm and then they take it off the arm and it's perfect. And I was like, I don't even know how that one works, but that one looks easy too and looks great. But it's funny. I always laugh, by the way, men's clothing. As I say, I'm a TV show freak. So when I told you about a half a year ago, I was watching old Leave It to Beaver episodes, and Ward's always wears the suit and the tie. And how men's clothing has not changed dramatically compared to what women have had to go to. Like, it seems like the biggest scam to pull money from women, whereas guys, basically the suits fit a little bit different, but it's still the old suit and tie and shirt and nice shoes. And then right out the door, it's all acceptable.
Well, I think, yeah, you can get away with that. But I think a lot of guys are really pushing really fashion forward. Like I was looking at ASAP Rocky the other day, and I was like,
Uh-huh.
he had like a pink bag, a pink purse with him, and I was like, that so cool. Like he has such good style. And then you have Pharrell, who runs Louis Vuitton, and right, is it Louis Vuitton that he runs?
I'm not sure which one he runs.
Head designer.
I don't know.
His style is just, yeah. So there's guys out there really changing it up, and I think that that's really neat to see.
I always think the one thing you see with guys now that you wouldn't have seen 30 years ago, 50 years ago, is the tennis shoes with the suit. Like, and I was thinking my mom every time I see it. And by the way, I like the way it looks on television, but I was thinking my mom would have lost her mind. Are you crazy? Take off those shoes. Yeah, she would have lost her mind.
Oh my gosh, did you see, the whole scandal that's going on from Summer House?
No, tell me.
Okay, well, it's all over the news. It's like it's such a major story. Well, anyways, on Summer House, Amanda is married to a guy named Kyle. Kyle is really wild, goes out and parties. He just started DJing. I think he, stepped out on his marriage quite a bit. And there is a guy in the house called West and another girl named Sierra. And Sierra and West had a thing going on, and then it ended, and Sierra is still really hung up on West. And Sierra and Amanda are best friends. Well, dum, 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 dum. It's like Scandival happening with the Vanderpump. It's that big. And West and Amanda are a thing. And so they're like, this is a really tight friend group. And so they were sneaking around, and now they've gone public. Everybody's furious with them. Everybody hates them. And so Kyle, who, was kind of pinned as the bad guy all the time. And he has a company called Loverboy, which is like an alcoholic drink in a can. And it wasn't doing well. And he was like really, really stressed out because he was responsible. He put his name on the line for the loan, and he was in big debt. The company was failing. His company is thriving. People are supporting him and supporting Sierra, which she should be supported anyways because she's amazing and in and out of this whole scandal. But Amanda and West are like the bad people. Well, West, he's a sports guy, and he has really cool style. I really like his style, but some nudes leaked of him. He sent dick pics to somebody, and they leaked it. Okay, I was expecting it to be like, when guys do stuff like that, you expect like big dick energy. You know what I mean? I feel like, because he's sort of a short king, and but he's got like really like cool style, and he's really like, I don't know, I expected more. I
think that's the worst thing you could say about a guy. That is hilarious.
I was disappointed, and because he's kind of stocky too. He's really got this bubble butt, and he's stocky, and so he's big, and he's got this like long, thin penis. He's got the pencil dick.
Why would he take a picture of that then? Maybe he thought it was great.
He's like, I don't know, it's long.
Oh, that's funny as hell.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the long, skinny weenie.
I never thought that's where we'd go to in the show, but there you go. Now we all know.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny. That's funny. I never understood the pick deal. I never understood that. And I've never done it in my life. Never once. I just think it's so strange to go that route. That's wild.
I think you need to be in a really committed, serious relationship where you guys are like sexting. You cannot go around sending nudes anymore. Like that is the worst idea. Worst idea.
I think especially if you're a guy. I just don't understand. Like, why would guys do that?
Yeah. I mean, unless you've got something to really show and you're like, would never be ashamed if it got out.
But even though I've had women say back to me, they go, it doesn't matter what it is. They go, don't send it to me. I've heard a million people complain about the same thing. Go, stop. You know how many guys though would be fine the other way though? Like if girls that was a girl thing, they're just sending it to guys nonstop. Guys would be like, hell yeah.
Well,
Guys are
yeah,
pervs.
yeah, because guys are like that. But and maybe there must be women who like receiving the dick pic. There must be, because why do guys keep doing it, right? Like, why
Yeah.
do you keep doing it if women don't like it? I don't know, but that long skinny weenie scares me. That seems like a weapon. Like, I don't know. You gotta be real careful, like in the lady parts. Like, it seems like it could hang with
that,
scissors. Um,
that's funny.
did you catch the Beverly Hills reunion?
I've been watching Beverly Hills and all the way through. I'm trying to think, did I enjoy the season? Didn't enjoy the season. In Beverly Hills is one of my favorites. I mean, it's right there. Maybe it is my all-time favorite. Um, Kyle doesn't let a lot out. Almost like I wish the season was starting now. Because one of the questions asked was, what would happen if you did file for divorce? Would you get half the company? And she's like, well, it's mine.
Yep.
And with that, now we're talking. There's a storyline. Like, that's what we want to see. We want to see the successful company, and so you two find it out. Like, I can't figure out what Kyle is. Kyle used to get on to people for not sharing. Now it seemed like she tried to stay as private as she possibly could this season, and kind of, I'm going to spend my time pointing fingers and focusing on other people's problems, and they won't notice mine. But Kyle's been on the show longer than anyone, and she's actually the longest running housewife in history now.
Yeah. I
It's
think, and
it,
Bravo general
yeah.
on all the shows. Yeah.
So we expect more from her. I do. I expect more. And so
Maybe next season.
I hope so. I hope so. There are people on that show that I didn't care for. I like Erica. She's a little bit scary, but I like her. And um, Dorit, I think's interesting to me at all times, and the times I feel bad for her, at times I'm like, you're making things worse. But that's what makes these shows great, is because we have these opinions, and we want to come back next week and watch. But I don't know. As far as turnover on cast goes, before I used to say you got to turn some stuff over. There's not a lot of people I would kick off that show. I'm
Yeah.
not so sure you need to shake that whole show up. I think I just want more from the people that are on the show.
Yeah, I don't know. The girl Amanda, the new one, I really couldn't stand her through the whole thing, and now I sort of feel like maybe she is correcting, like, she's human, and I think
Yeah,
she approached it all wrong,
agree.
and so I'm really ready to give her a second chance, because she was really annoying.
Yeah,
uh, she was really annoying. I love Rachel Zoe. I am so here for Rachel Zoe. Oh my God. She
I
seems like so much fun.
I had no idea who she was. Now I know everyone else knows who she was. I had no idea. I mean, no idea. When I would talk about it, I told you I have friends in the neighborhood that I talk about this with too, outside of you, and they're like, "What do you mean?" They had the look you just had when I said that, and I go, "She's super famous. Had her own show. She's a famous designer. I had no idea what her credentials were, and then I did a deep dive to go, shoot, she's qualified to be on the show.
Oh yeah.
You kind of want to make sure, is this person qualified to be part of this show, because
She's,
this is the premium show.
she's a powerhouse.
Yeah.
She's a powerhouse, and she has the best style. Like, oh my God, if I could get into her closet. Oh my, there's not many people I feel like that about, but holy smokes, she's my idol as far as fashion goes. Like, she looks so amazing every single time. So I'm so here for her. Um, and she just getting a divorce. So I'm really happy for her to like find her happiness and keep it moving, right?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, so we'll see maybe next season, because I think Mauricio, I don't know how you feel, but I feel like Mauricio is really keeping Kyle on a leash.
Yeah.
And what
He's
is
getting
his
everything he
end game?
wants right now. Right. I mean, at this point in his life, he has everything he could possibly want. He's not paying out. He's not losing his company. He's sleeping with young girls. He has everything he could possibly want. The only
Yeah,
thing that
and
could
a
happen from here on
relationship.
out is for it to get worse. Yeah.
Yeah, he has a good relationship with his ex, the kids, they all have family time. And it seems like nobody wants to rock the boat. And that's okay. That's their choice, right? But it's like, what's the end game? Because I don't think
Yeah.
this can last forever. And I
No.
feel like once Kyle gets into another serious relationship, he might move a little differently, Mauricio.
Uh,
I'm not sure, right? Like,
What do you think? Do you think when she made that comment that we all saw about the company's mine, do you think in his mind there's panic that she said that out loud, that he's thinking, I hope she doesn't realize how much of this company she's entitled to? And
Well,
then when
here's
she
the
said
thing.
it,
He said half, right? They said entitled to
yeah,
half, and she said
yes,
that's mine, half. The
yeah,
company is so big, okay?
it
They are
is.
so wealthy. Does it really matter if they cut it in half? I don't think so. And here's the other thing. It's like Kyle might be not taking half now because the company's growing, right? So half now, she might be cutting herself short.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
you're
true.
talking about big money they have.
I mean, it sounds like attorneys though could sit there and work anything out to future earnings as well.
Yeah, you're
I,
right.
I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I don't know where Kyle stands in life when I watch her. Like a
I
year
know.
ago, was she straight? Was she gay? Was she bi? Was she? You don't know. So is she in a
She
relationship
definitely
now?
was. She definitely was in a female
Yeah,
relationship.
yeah,
Um, and I think it ended, and I think she got heartbroken again, which I feel really bad for her.
yeah,
And that ex of hers, it was her that didn't want to be involved or on the show or anything like that. She was forcing Kyle to keep it quiet. And then she goes and she got her own show. It's acting, so I know it's different, but she's
yeah.
on like one of the Yellowstone
Really?
spinoff things.
Wow.
Yeah. I believe it's a Yellowstone spinoff, one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, so so yeah, I don't know. And it's like, where will Kyle go from here? And I feel like she's
Yeah.
stuck. She's stuck, and
Yeah. She's
I don't know.
stuck. That's right. I think you're
Yeah.
right. She's stuck. Doesn't know what she wants at this point in her life.
And that's
You know?
okay because listen, it's not easy to navigate.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. Yeah, there's so many things that are interesting because everyone thinks Beverly Hills Housewives that there's just a ton of money everywhere. And a lot of these girls do have a ton of money, but then you have certain characters where money could be a factor, whether it's Dorit, whether it's Erica, with the lawsuit and everything else. And you kind of wonder, I mean, they won't boot you off the show for losing money, but at the same time, it's hard to keep up. It's hard to keep up the appearances and everything that go with being a Beverly Hills housewife.
Agreed. I feel like Erica's smart with money. So
Yeah.
I feel like she's always going to be okay, right? Like she knows to downsize. She knows to get a handle on it because it's the only way you can deal with it. And not let it shame. She's not ashamed
Yeah.
anymore, I don't think, right? Like she's open and honest about this is what's going on. They're coming after me for $24 million. It's scary. And I sympathize with her, but I feel like she'll handle it because she's just facing it head on. Dorit, her house is in foreclosure. Like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Why is it in foreclosure? If you like, the smart thing would have been is to sell it, right? Take the money, split it, and be on your way. If you go into foreclosure, you're going to lose it,
And
all that
she put her head.
equity out the window.
Yeah, she put her head in the sand. I mean, it's not just this year that we found out this was going. A year ago, she used the line, "I thought he was paying the mortgage, and he wasn't." That was on the season before. So she let a whole year go through where maybe he was paying some of the bills and he wasn't paying the bill. Who knows what was going on there? But she got super pissed when people were watching her spend money and they were looking out for her benefit. And she took it as, keep your eyes off of my wallet, when everyone knows that you got two kids and there's no money coming in, it's so to speak, and your house is in foreclosure.
I mean, I don't think she even knows what that means. And I
I
don't
don't
even
think
think
so.
I don't think she's taking the time or hiring somebody to explain it or protect her. She'll come home and those doors will be locked.
Yeah.
And she won't be able to get back in. Like, that's a real thing. All your
Yeah.
stuff, all your clothes, everything will be theirs. It'll be the bank's. And that's
No,
that's not that's a good
no,
day.
no, it's
So she
not
needs
a big
to
deal.
I'm scared to see where this goes for her. Because if she
Yeah.
doesn't focus, she's, I love watching her, but she's so all over the place.
Let me ask you, which one of the girls on that show, if any, do you think would step up and help her out financially? Do you think any of them would step up? I mean, there's a lot of money on that show.
Ooh, good
I
question.
mean, she's not going to be on the sidewalk with her kids. I mean, Bose is a close friend, has a ton of money.
Yeah, maybe Bose would help. She burned the bridge with Kyle.
Yeah.
And Kyle's a giver. Yeah, maybe Bose would help her because Bose is a giver too. It feels like
Yeah.
she's, I don't know.
She has I don't know if people do like I do, but I'm trying to look like where did people get their money and what are their connections. If you look up Bose's resume, it's pretty impressive. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know,
She's no dummy. She's a hustler.
yeah, pretty
Yeah,
smart girl.
yeah,
Absolutely.
runs some major corporations. So she knows what she's doing. But yeah, no, kind of scared for Dorit to see where this is going. I hate that for her. I hate that she has just still continues to keep her head in the sand. It's not a good look. It's not smart, and it's really dangerous. So yeah, yuck. And then even if the house isn't getting paid, what else is she going to stumble upon? Like, can you imagine if, like, for some reason her assets get frozen and she gets locked out of the house? I wonder if she
Exactly.
even knows that
Cars.
that's a thing. Like, the sheriff
Yeah.
will come and lock up your house.
I don't think I don't know. I don't know who would let her know. I mean, here's the deal. Erica's son's in law enforcement. I'm sure Erica's had to tell her something off camera, right?
Well,
Because we can understand how
she's
this
kind of
works.
pissing Erica off. Like, she's
Yeah,
not,
but
she is not
hopefully
using Erica
beforehand.
right.
Yeah. God. Yeah, that's
I
something else.
think
Again,
it's
when kids are
falling on
involved,
deaf
I even
ears.
feel worse. Yeah.
Yeah, it's falling on deaf ears, even if they did give her advice. And yeah, and I think you're right. Thinking about that, I think you're right that Erica probably had said to her, like, get it together. You don't want, but I don't know. I think she lives a bit in La La Land.
I can
So I have a
imagine your
product
kids
alert.
not getting their stuff.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I mean, you think about, you said you losing your own stuff's different, but your kids having stuff behind the doors that they can't get to sucks.
Yes. And listen, it's just stuff, but some of that stuff is really expensive. For the kids, it would be emotional, right?
Yeah.
For an adult, there's probably a lot of stuff in there she could sell that is worth a lot of money. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just bad all around. Any angle is terrible. So I have a quick product alert. I have terrible eyebrows after chemo, and there's some bald spots, and they're not great. So I had powdering done, which is kind of like tattooing. It's just not as sharp. So it gives me eyebrows, and then the hair on top of it. But they're always wild. I have like long, thin hairs, and they're wild. And this laminating thing is super on trend. But all the products are so expensive. Well, I found one from NYX. It's called the Brow Glue Crazy Lift. It comes in this little tube. It'll run you $12. And I mean, my eyebrows don't move. They stay put all day long. And I'm so impressed by it. And I love the applicator because it's not like a spoolie. It's not a wand. It's this plastic thing that you can clean. Because the other problem I hate with other laminating things is you put a wand into the product, and then you brush it on your eyes, but then the product gets murky because when you're using a spoolie over and over, it catches makeup and dirt and all that stuff, and it goes right back into the container. And so then you start applying it, and it starts looking milky and murky and foggy, and you can see it on your eyebrows. So I love this, that you just squeeze it out, and there's no dipping it back in. So if you are looking for an extraordinary strong eyebrow glue, it's really fun to play with. A little tiny bit goes a long way, and they glue down, and it works. It is
Good.
I'm so happy I found it. Yeah.
Good
So
deal.
yay, Nick. Yes. We
All
have
right, you want to get
yeah.
Yeah, let's get the mailbag. Let's do it. All right. So again, Nicole's mailbag, you ask the questions. All you have to do is go to perfectlytwistedpod.com. Nicole's mailbag's at the top of the screen. Get your questions in, and we'll ask them straight to Nicole. She'll answer them. She does not know what is coming up. Okay. So these are from Janine. Okay. You have 5 from Janine. Nicole, when you're in an Uber, do you prefer if the driver talks to you or stays quiet?
Oh, it depends. Excuse me. It depends. I like somebody who I like to chat. Yeah, no, I had a long drive on when I was on the East Coast recently with a driver, and we talked the whole way. And he used to be a police officer in New York, so there was a lot of like interesting stories and things like that. I think it's fun to get to know people. If it's really early, if it's really early in the morning and it's a short drive, maybe not. But sometimes when you're going for a long drive,
Yeah.
it's nice to learn about people and where they came from, and I don't know. It's always interesting.
Yeah, I like to talk, like, especially if I'm in a city that I've never been to before. I wanna
Yes.
ask the Uber driver as many questions as I can from the airport to wherever I go. Now, I hope I get an Uber driver that wants to talk, but if they don't, then it sucks, but otherwise, when I get one that wants, like, I had this girl, she was very young, from Chicago. First time I was in Chicago, and she talked to me all the way to, where I was going, and it was like I got a little tour of Chicago before I got to where I needed to be. And when I got out, she had a great time. Like, thought she was going to hug me. She really she really enjoyed sharing about her city that she was very proud of, to someone that knew nothing about her city. But I do, I enjoy talking to the Uber drivers.
Yeah, I think sometimes you'll get an Uber driver who doesn't want to talk, and that's fine too. But most of them are people. They're like
Yeah.
they like being with people because that's why they drive, and they always usually have very interesting stories. And yeah, you can learn a lot if you're in a different city. It's just fun. I think that isn't there an option in the app like you can check like no
Yeah.
talking?
Yeah.
I should check mine. I wonder what mine says. I wonder if I have that. I don't think I would have checked that. And now you can also like request that it's a female, like if you want just a
Oh,
female
really?
driver, if
Oh,
that's
that's interesting.
available. Yeah, which I think is really neat. Um, because listen, there's a lot of great men driving and have gotten me to where I need to go safely, but I've heard horror stories, so
Yeah,
we read
I
about that,
understand.
right?
I understand completely. All right, next question on here. It says, Nicole, what's the best opportunity you've ever passed up on?
Oh, I think traveling. If there's been times in my life where I'd been offered to travel somewhere and it just seemed too overwhelming. Like, and I kick myself in hindsight. Always do the trip.
Yeah.
Always take the trip. So I think that I think I've passed up on quite a few like great traveling opportunities. And I think when you're younger, you don't realize that those don't just come around all the time. When I was younger, these things came around all the time. So it was like, no to this one, maybe the next one. It's different now at this age in my life. I will always say yes to the trip.
Nice. Nice. All right, next question is, Nicole, do you believe that every relationship that didn't work out needs closure?
Well, I feel like closure looks different for everybody, right? Like it depends what closure is for you. To me now, where I am in life, no. Like if this person's not working out, and this isn't working, you just walk away. So yeah, I think it's in circumstances, right? Like I don't know, did they kill your dog? Um,
I mean,
or
does that person deserve an explanation? If you're the one that ends it, does that person deserve an explanation?
um, I think that's nice. Like hopefully at this age, you can have two adults can have an adult conversation saying, I'm no longer like into this, or
Yeah.
I think it's run its course, or you're great, but I'm done. But is there cheating involved? Did you see? Oh God, speaking of, did you see that from Real Housewives of Miami, that one girl who was married to the plastic surgeon, and her new boyfriend just got like charged and arrested for like spying and on Lenny, the ex-husband.
No way. No.
Yeah, I guess they were like planting things in his car. And
Wow.
listening to things. I don't know, but they are like in trouble in deep water. So she can't get closure. This woman keeps going
Yeah.
and going and going. So I think closure is different. If it's two like reasonable minds, I think you can get closure in a nice conversation and go your separate ways. That's ideal. But I feel like some people do they get closure? Does it even work? Like, there's nothing you can do for them to give them the closure. But yeah, I mean, closure is nice, but again, that's like circumstantial. That's a tough one.
Yeah. Okay. Next question on here. Nicole, what's the nicest thing someone has ever done for you?
Gosh, a lot of people have done a lot of nice things for me. I would say when I got diagnosed, a lot of people did a lot of really nice things for me. People that I didn't know, people that I do know. My friend Mindy started a GoFundMe for me because she knew I wasn't going to be able to pay my bills or work. And it really kind of saved my life at that moment because I was able to breathe and not also be worrying about paying rent. And then women who just reached out to me and got me through treatment because of little things that they said, and they don't even know that it changed my life and just like gave me the strength to just move forward and walk into that and get through it, knowing that if they could do it, I could do it, and that they were there if I was struggling. And I think that that's really priceless.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah.
Agree. All right. Last one for you. Nicole, have you ever introduced two people that ended up getting married?
Sort of. So I had a good friend when I was younger. Her name was Karin. Her name is Karin. And she had a real crush on Mark McGrath from Sugar Ray. And so he lived in Newport Beach. And like I would find out for her like when he was playing a venue or whatever, and then we would go down there. And she was, I think it was sort of like somehow like we sort of like all I was part of that, of them meeting and us becoming friends, and then they got married. But I've never like set anybody up or anything like that. Like,
yeah.
There
you go. That's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. Yeah, I give you credit for that one.
And they're still married. They're still married to this day. Yeah.
That's awesome. Janine, appreciate the questions. Again, if you want to get a question on the show, perfectlytwistedpod.com. Nicole's mailbag, it's at the top of the screen. But Janine, great questions.
Yes,
appreciate those right there. That was awesome.
Yeah, they were great. Love the good questions. Thanks, guys. And give us a like, a follow, a comment, a subscribe, all of those things. And we will see you next time.